Oh my god. It's like... Oh, for fuck's sake. No, I'm gonna have to pick it up. Oh, fucking thing. No, I'm gonna have to take the headphones out. That's no fucking use. It's taking a fucking piss now. Halfway through a video, I'm not even... Come here, you cunting thing. Oh my god, it's driving me fucking nuts. Oh god, I picked the fucking pad up now. It's just fucking... Apologies for the swearing, but... The camera angle of the PlayStation camera was not right. So I had to take my headphones out, put my pad on the floor, then sort that out, and then go back to my headphones and then the pad. Because I'm literally listening to music at the same time as recording this through my headphones, so... Oh, bloody hell. Drives me fucking nuts. Apologies for the language, but now and again. Well, hey, hang on, why am I... In the sub at the moment. Oh, typical. It's already... Oh, it's already... There's the ship. The only davit crane left standing. In the last video we tried looking that entire area. This video we can have a look at some of the crew areas. There's nothing in that area. In today's video we can look at the areas we don't really go into much. This time I'm going to look in the rooms, but it's not going to be a big video like the last one. Now and again it probably will be, if you know what I mean. That's the bathroom. Well, at least yeah, it is. That's the bathroom. This is the bedroom. We've already had a quick look at that room. One of the windows overseeing the boat deck. Another toilet. Another cabin. Toilet. Bathtub. This could have been where the bed was. Not much. I don't see the remains of the bed. Now and again, this is where one of the bay windows would have been. What above? Where I'm looking, there would have been some sort of window overseeing the stars. Want to know what I mean? In the in Titanic VR and Glory, in the McCuddy room, they have this that same look of frame like this. What I'm looking at, and with the pretty much you get the overall idea. For some of you that do get it, I have trouble explaining it, so you get the idea. I explained a bit well. It's just the next bit I usually have trouble explaining. So let's just get on the rest of the video, because I don't want to waste it. Another cabin. Last video I said I'm going to rooms, but this one I will, because honestly it won't take long, to be honest. It's where you put your clothes, shirts, you get the idea. And this is where you put your shorts, underwear, that sort of thing. It's where you would sleep, in this sort of bed. Life on board Titanic was amazing. I would say it. I've never been on a ship, so for most of you that have been on a ship would know what it's like being on board of a big ship like the Titanic. There has been many ships bigger than Titanic, so this room looks nice. It's bigger than the last one we were in. A bit bigger. The bed's just been tossed over on its side. The wardrobe has just looks like it's been in a massive car wreck. Anything in this room? Well, this bed's mainly on is a similar sort of position to one in the room we were just looking into was in, but in this one, this bed's on the similar sort of position, but on the left side. I should try to think how to answer that. That would have been a cabin as well. It's just the walls have been ripped away from. Same with that room. That would have go on this area. We're mainly at, which is where the oh wow. I haven't barely been on this bit I forget the last time I actually went on this bit. This is where Hitchens would have stood. Hitchens would have been on this exact same spot. Literally on the exact same spot. Looking ahead, his decision, which was to turn Titanic to the left, where the ROV hand's jiggering about. Just trying to give you guys a glimpse of what I'm on about. The left, which is that way, where I'm looking with the ROV, where the ROV's looking. So Titanic hit the iceberg on the right side, which is that way, and Murdoch was over there. He come in, running in where those wood and that is, and says hard to starboard, and Hitchens turned the wheel to the left, and that's when the phones and that would have been somewhere around here. I'm not an expert, like I've said, I'm not really an historian, so if you wanted to know exactly where the phones would have been, just go in this area on Titanic on Groy Demo 401, you'll see exactly what I mean. So you'll get the overall idea if you do that. It'll pretty much help a lot. So I'm just giving a bit of a history tour. I've learnt a lot about Titanic through the documentaries and THG, so I've already pretty much looked into that room. There we go. So I'm just gonna... We've been in that room already, so... This ship's pretty big, so be full aware. And the Marconi room. This is one of my favourite areas in the wreck, and this is where Harold Bride and Jack Phillips sent those messages. This is where their bedroom would have was. The chair would have been about here, just where the ROV is. The wardrobe would have been about here. Obviously, this would have been a bunk bed, as you can tell by Project 401. As very well known as Project 401. This is the on and off light switch. I don't have to explain what you do with it. Light switch, as I've already explained that already. And this pretty much lights up the whole area. It's the same with this room as well. So the emergency set is pretty much in here. That is one of... forget correctly. It's this one is the emergency set. Correct me if I'm wrong. That really would help me out. I mean that in the nicest way. And as you can see, they're trying to keep the spark up as possible. If you can explain that bit as well, that'd be help. Anything I get wrong in this, it will really mean a lot if you guys can help me out. It really does mean a lot. And they where's that thing they fixed that night? If I'm right, it was in bloody here, in this thing here. It was in there if I'm right. I'm not 100% sure, but you lot know what I mean. So pretty much, I'm just not gonna spend too much time in these rooms. I'm just gonna give you a bit of a history of each room I'm gonna give you a bit of history as well. I know quite a fair bit about a ship. Like I said, I'm not really a historian, as I've already pretty much said that. But as I've said, I have learned a lot about a ship through the documentaries and the real-time sinking animations. And spoiler alert, Titanic VR are doing another one, which they've already said they're going to be releasing another one, a real-time sinking animation. Pretty much, this is another cabin as well. That, I reckon, some sort of like socket of some sort, because of the. Oh, it's just really. Just thought I'd let you all know. Because obviously they didn't have phones back then. But I don't know what these things here are, with the RV hands just hovering over. Right? Where the RV is going through. Don't know what that is. I know what the light. They're mainly light switches. I can tell what they are. But it's the thing above the one I'm looking at that's bothering me. If you lot can explain that, that really would help me out, and I really would appreciate it. I mean that in the nicest way possible. So yeah, there would have been lights covering this whole area, as you can probably mostly tell in some of the rooms. Here we go. Bloody, is this the captain's suite? No, it's not. That's a part of the bed. Not all of it though, because most of it's gone. Mainly, I would say, most of it's buried under that. This bloody lot. If you can see what I mean. It's mainly the sand and the... Well, you know what? Not sand, the... ocean floor. If you can explain, like I said, if you can explain anything I get wrong, it really would help me out. Like I said, I'm not a historian, as you lot can probably already tell. If anything I get wrong, it really would help me out, because I do have autism and ADHD, and well, you mainly get the idea already. We've already gone out that way already, so this is the captain's suite. This is where he would have pretty much had a bath, gone to the toilet, and the other room, which is where he would have pretty much slept. His bed would have been about here somewhere. I would say the remains of it are buried underneath this lot I'm hovering over. I can't... It would have been buried under the lot I'm hovering over. That's where I reckon it is, but I don't think... The wood doesn't take that long to disintegrate. Other words, dissolve. And I've already pretty much gave you a glimpse of all the most of the rooms in this area, so I'm not going to go to the grand staircase stage. I want to give you guys a sort of look at the areas that I've not really go into as much. I just want to go into some of the rooms I don't really bother with. This one being one of them. I don't know whose room this is, but it would have been someone that was a crew or a passenger. I really don't know. I'm not really an expert. I know things. I know quite a fair bit about a ship, just not. I'm still learning, to be honest. This is where the person that had this room would have pretty much slept throughout the voyage, and its only voyage. This is the remains of the dresser. And that's the sink. And the tap. And the mirror. So you know what you're doing, brushing your hair, that sort of thing. Oh yeah, and brushing your teeth. There's a company, the company called KitKat, that was formed in 1937, 2 years before the war started. Okay, now where am I? Ah, I know where I am now. No, there's nothing in that room. Okay, I know a little bit about this little bit about this area. Not a fat lot though. Apologise for the language. I don't mean that offensively. I just mean that I don't know a great deal about this room, but I know it's something to do with the what were they called? So I'm just trying to think of the word. I'll get it out my mouth eventually. Something to do with the elevators. That's all I know. It's something to do with the elevators. That's pretty much all I know about this area. But I do recommend, if you really want to know, just, I should say, Google it. Is Google the best place for that sort of thing? But anyway, you get the overall idea of what I'm trying to explain. I'm not really an expert at this sort of thing. I do try my best to keep Titanic's memory alive. Honestly, I'm just trying to keep Titanic's memory alive. Oh, that's about it of that area. I'm not going to go to the grand staircase. I've already gone into the grand stair. I'll probably upload a couple of videos for you all. I know a fair bit about the grand staircase. This is where the dome were roughly where it would have once been. That dome hovered over the grand staircase. It would have been about, I would say about, yeah, would you say? I would say about somewhere about this level. I'm not really 100% sure because there's not, but I was just really curious if anybody out there knows if the parts of the dome, glass case dome, would have hovered over there would have been towered over the grand staircase. If you can, if any of you knows if that remains of the dome still remains at the bottom of the ocean where the Titanic wreck site, that would really mean a lot if you can help me out. It's just I'm really curious, that's all. So I thought I'll give you guys a little bit of a history tour for Titanic. And so I just wanted, I'll give you a little bit, one more bit before we go. There is where the band would have played to keep, because there was a lot of panic, and a lot of you know, I'd have to explain the entire sinking of the story of Titanic. A lot of you already knows what the sinking well. Where I am right now on Titanic VR, which is where the band would have been playing as all of that is going down, people running back and forth, getting in, and the crew getting women and children into lifeboats and that sort of thing. You get the overall idea of what I mean. So yeah, I thought I just wanted to go on Titanic VR for a change because I'm always gone WWE. I'm getting bored of going on that, to be honest, because a part of me just loves Titanic so much, and I thought I'll give you guys a bit of a history tour of the ship. So yeah, that was about it, pretty much. I just wanted to give you guys a bit of a tour of the Titanic, as I love you guys so much. It's my way of saying thank you lot. If you haven't subscribed already, I recommend it. And push the notification bell to be notified every time I upload on YouTube. So it has been pretty fun. I do love doing these videos for you guys. I truly do have the best fans on the entire planet. If you haven't already, subscribe as well. Take care.